Hello and welcome to the Ambtrans training video. In this session we're going to learn how to set up a new client. The first thing you do is you log in using your username and password. Just like that. Next you click on the Clients button and we're ready to set up a new client. So we click on the plus sign to add new. We enter the client's information. In the insurance name field, we choose the insurance that we would like to be the default insurance for this specific client. This list comes from the setup screen, which we've talked about in the previous video. When setting up a trip for this specific client, a user is going to be able to change that insurance, but here we're just choosing the default, what we would like to be the default for this specific client. In the address fields, we have several options. We can either click on the down arrow and choose an address which we've set up in the setup screen, which I've talked in the previous video about. These are all the different locations that if your company, let's say, uses one of the locations very frequently, like a nursing home, then rather than typing every time like that, you would simply, or the user would simply choose the location from this list. Now this list can be sorted either by name, address, or by any other fields, or you can simply start typing the address and it finds it for you. After it finds it, you click on this down arrow again and it fills it in to these fields. The VIP checkbox stands for very important. So basically what it does is it notifies the dispatcher when dispatching a trip with this client that this client is a very important client, to make sure to be there on time and to maybe send particular drivers for this specific trip. The mailing address fields are the fields which are used to send bills to. If this specific insurance, which is preferred care in our case, is set up so that the bills go directly to the client, the address for that client is going to be derived from these fields, the mailing address fields. Not the residence fields, but the mailing address fields. So if the mailing address is the same as the residence, we simply click on the same as above checkbox and it fills it in. We click on the save button to save this client, and as soon as we do that, as you can see, my username and the date and time appeared in these fields. That is, if manager later wants to see who exactly entered this client, the manager would be able to see that information in these fields. If that client is new, if that client has been created before and I've just updated the trip, then the updated information would appear here, the user that updated and the date and time. As you can see in the fields below, in this data grid below, I have a list of all the clients that are entered into my database. This list can be sorted either by first name, last name, or by any other fields. This list can also be filtered. So for example, if I want to only see the clients that have preferred care as their default insurance, so I click on this little box in the right top corner of the column and I choose preferred care. And now I only have the clients that are using preferred care. To remove the filter, I can simply click on this X down below and the filter is removed. This list can be either printed or exported. To do that, you click on File, Print and Export, which brings to our Print and Export preview. So here I can choose the file format I want to export it to, if it's an Excel file or CSV file, or I can simply click on File, Print, and print this list. This is good for mail mergings, for sending out mail, advertisements to our clients. And this is pretty much it for the client screen.